Welcome to the PlanEdge video training series. This video looks at subwalls. We're going to use layout blocks to create a subwall in this room, and we're going to put this wall over here on the room. So what we're going to do is we're going to select one of the layout blocks, and we're going to use the large size, which is default 1 meter by 1 meter. So we'll drag this into the corner and we'll get that to snap. And then what we'll do is we will resize this so that it goes to the full length of the back wall, just using the drag handle. And it doesn't matter whether it goes into the wall or outside the wall, that doesn't matter at all. Same kind of functionality as what we've got with kitchen worktops from that perspective. And it'll get cropped off outside of the room. So from here, what we're then going to do is we're going to create a subwall between these 2 points. So to do that, we tap on the wall icon. And that gives us 3 options for the subwalls. So thick, thin and dotted line. And what you'll see from the dotted line, we use that for marking restricted head heights onto a plan. So what we're going to do is we're going to create a thick wall. So we're going to tap on the thick wall icon and then we're going to draw it across here. So we simply tap the first point, tap the end point, and then tap it again on the end point to close it. And you there have a subwall. So if we then go into the floor layout view, then we'll see a layout block disappears and the wall appears. Now that we've created the subwall, what we can do is add a door to this subwall. So if we tap on the door icon, what you'll see is that the subwall is selectable in exactly the same way as the outer walls. So if we tap on the subwall, then the door will appear, and in the same way as on other walls you can rotate, and what we can also do is we can resize the door just exactly the same as we can with the doors on the outer walls. Another thing is that in the final plan, when you show the measurements of the room, what we can do is we can measure from one wall to a subwall, or from one wall to the far end wall. So the subwall becomes a measured 2 point. So now what we'll do is we'll look at adding a restricted head height, and again use a layout block to do this. So if we tap on the layout block icon, and this time we'll choose the small droppable. So 0.6 by 0.6, and the restricted head height is going to be down this wall here. So we're going to snap that into the corner, and then using the sizing handles, what we're going to do is we're going to drag that right across so that it covers the end wall. We're going to tap on the subwall icon, and this time we'll select the one with the dotted line. And then again what we do is we tap on the start, we tap where we want it to end to, and then tap again to complete the wall. And you can see that here we've got a dotted line for restricted head height. Now what we're going to do is look at creating a built-in wardrobe or cupboard using the layout blocks. So from the layout blocks we're going to use the small, medium or large, and again this depends on the size of the wardrobe. So what we're going to do is we're going to use the small one, and this is the 0.6 default. So let's snap it into this corner here, and what we're going to do is we're going to drag that out to however big the wardrobe is, and we can use the Bluetooth laser to measure this. Alternatively, as I say, you can use the sizing handles. So once we've got that snapped into the corner, and we can then start drawing the wardrobe. So we're going to again click on the subwall icon, and we're going to use the thick line again. So we're going to tap on the points and finish that to close that off, and then you've got the shape of that built-in wardrobe. Now what we can now do is with the droppables mode is we can add the doors. So let's select double doors here, and again we can select any of those walls including the subwall. So we're going to tap on the subwall and add the double doors. Tapping changes the direction of those doors, and once we're happy with that, what we can then do is we can size those accordingly. And if we wanted to add a single door on the end as well, then we can flick that around and we can size it up so that we can create effectively any combination of wardrobe doors that we like. For more information and videos, visit planedge.co.uk.